This is my team selection for match day 8 of UCL Fantasy. Right now my rank is 5.8k. I was around the top 1k. I think I was maybe inside the top 1k 2 match days ago, but I took like a -8 hit and I didn't have a great game week in match day 6. So then I dropped to like around 8k, but I made my way back up a bit from last match day. Last match day I got a decent score. Chalobah didn't play, which was unfortunate, especially because Chelsea kept a clean sheet. Obviously Rafinha and Eric Garcia blanked, but other than that, my team was pretty good. But now we're in match day 8. I'm using my Limitless because shout out to FF Bobby, Fantasy Football Bobby. You should check him out. He is using his Limitless, and I basically just copy his chip strategy because he knows better than I do. Because I like to I don't copy his team, but like I copy chip strategies from these players because I cannot be asked to come up with my own chip strategy. So I'm just gonna do what I think is right, and that is copying his chip strategy because I think it is right. If it wasn't right, then I wouldn't do it, but I think it's right and it makes sense because the reason why last season I didn't use my Limitless and I took like a bunch of hits, if I'm not mistaken, and so FF Bobby said, why don't we this season do our Limitless on match day 8 because of rotation. That's why we were taking a bunch of hits last season, because the players weren't playing, they weren't starting, so we were taking hits when we could just use our Limitless instead, and that's what we're doing. So we're using our Limitless now, and I don't have to take any hits, and this is my team. But it all depends on the lineups that come out tomorrow, 1 hour before kickoff. Thankfully, we can edit our teams before kickoff, unlike in FPL, which I don't like. But as we see here, I've got a triple up with Barca midfield. Rafinha is my captain. I've got Vini and Mbappe who play Benfica both away. But the thing is, though, hang on. Let's go back to let's go back to this view. I like this view better. The bench does not matter at all because for this particular match day, we have all the matches at the same time. So we cannot edit our teams like we normally do. For the next day, they're all played tomorrow at the same time. So the bench does not matter at all. But like for example, if Gabriel Jesus is not playing, I'm gonna take him out. Obviously, like it all depends on the lineups here. So and even if all these players are starting, I still might end up switching because I might check a lineup and see, oh, someone else is playing that I forgot about or I should have started. So I'll go through each player quickly. And so we have Aretha Balaga because I'm assuming Rai's not going to play. And then I have Gabriel because obviously Gabriel is a huge aerial threat and both play against the worst team in the league, in the Champions League, and they're at home. Grimaldo plays against Villarreal, who's one of the worst teams in the Champions League as well, and is at home, and he's very attacking, and he's kind of differential. I think around 10% ownership, 12%. Pardon me, I just burped. Nuno Mendes, he gets a lot of ball recoveries, and I'm assuming he can keep a clean sheet against Newcastle at home because Newcastle have been kind of stinky recently, especially without Bruno G. Vanaken, 5% ownership, and he plays against Marseille, who just lost at home 2 or 3-0 against Liverpool. He got 11 points against Club Brugge, he plays for Club Brugge against Kairat, I meant. And Monaco, he did well as well, so I'm assuming he can do well against another French team, who are probably just as bad as Monaco, at least in recent times. Vinny, he did really great last match day with 20 points against Monaco. And Benfica are not great either, so I hope that he can do something. Obviously, I support Barca, but like Madrid already qualified anyway, so might as well get Vinny Jr. in my team. But I might switch him out anyway. Obviously, like if you look at my bench here, I've got Holland. Holland's been really stinky, so that's why I've benched him. And Pacho, honestly, the bench does not matter, like I said before. So let's not worry about it too much. Fermin Lopez obviously has been cooking for me in fantasy. I bought him ages ago, and he just hasn't left my team. The time I bought him was for his hat trick against Olympiacos. Thank God I bought him because he was being absolutely cooking for me. Then he got 7 points against Club Brugge. Then he kind of ghosted in this period, but then he cooked again against Slavia Prague. And now he gets Copenhagen at home. That's why I got triple up Barca attack. Obviously, you could get like Lewandowski maybe if he's playing, which honestly might be a shout. I actually might take out Yamal for Lewandowski if that's the case. But Lewa might get subbed out early. Yamal usually plays the whole match. And then you could also argue for like a Barca defender, but like I watch Barca so often, and there was a period where Barca didn't concede for over a month, but now once they played Madrid, they conceded twice, and then they pretty much conceded every single time since then. But anyway, Mbappe obviously, because he's like one of the most informed players in the world, and in the Champions League, to be fair, he only plays well against bottom of the barrel clubs. No offense, but like look at this: Marseille 13-18. Then he ghosted. Then he cooked against Olympiacos. Then cooked, and now he gets Benfica away. So yeah, that's why I've got him in. Gabriel Jesus cooked against Inter Milan, so I hope he can cook against Kairat at home if he plays. Obviously, he didn't play this entire stretch because I'm pretty sure he's injured, but he played half an hour here, 75 minutes here, player of the match. So hopefully, and apparently Gyökeres is not going to play. But anyway, if you want to see my full team before kickoff, I'll try to post it on Twitter and/or my Instagram story before the deadline. It might come out right after the deadline. I'm not quite sure. It depends on if I remember to post it sooner or later. But anyway, so make sure you follow me on my socials. Links are in the description. I have 2 different types of socials, just like my personal socials, which you can check out as well, and also my FPL type socials, which you can check out as well. All of those are in the description. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you like the video. Subscribe for more. I play FPL obviously because I prefer, honestly, right now I'm preferring UCL fantasy over FPL because I have a better rank, but like sometimes it switches. Like sometimes I prefer UCL, sometimes I prefer FPL, but like I still love both games. So make sure you like, follow, subscribe for more. I do both short form content and long form content now, so if you're into short form content, you'll be seeing them on your subscription feed. If you don't like it, then you don't have to watch it, but yeah, I'm just letting you guys know. You'll see me yapping in your sub box like a few times per day. Bye.